no secret.
Look who's just turned up.
Is it really
The
true?
farmer boy. You're just in time.
Same old thing all over.
Who are you anyway?
That's none of your business. If I wanted to tell you who I am, I'd have done it already. Got it?
What do you want from me? Are you still having problems with the city guards?
I'll give you problems, you punk. I'm looking for a fellow. He isn't anywhere to be found in the city, and these losers here don't have a clue either. He's thin, dark-haired, and he usually wears red armor. As far as I know, he used to be a prisoner in the colony. I think his name starts with a D.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
I don't know anyone who meets that description.
I might have known.
Anything else?
Yeah, you big mouth. Is there something else? I need weapons, I need provisions, and gold wouldn't be bad either.
That's really not my problem.
Gold? We all want gold.
Could be. And what would you do with it? Drink your way through it in a tavern, or blow it in the brothel if I'm any judge.
And you have a better plan, huh?
You would crawl under a rock if you knew all
That's
I've
all
done.
just gossip.
So none of that cheek, or I'll shut your big mouth for you.
That's been...
Didn't you find a weapons dealer in the city?
You can't be serious. They only have junk.
Will it ever change?
Weapons? The mercenaries have weapons.
Ah, interesting. I heard that the fat farmer Onar had hired the boys. Not too bad for a landlubber. Not a bad idea, but I really should pay
Who
them
would
a
have thought of
visit.
that himself?
He really should have.
Provisions? You're in a tavern.
The stupid barman won't hand anything over unless you pay him for it.
And that's the truth.
Here's 10 gold coins.
You poor
I agree with
sucker.
you completely.
You can keep your dough. I have a better idea.
to listen.
There's a cave not far from here. I've been around here before, and I
That's
buried
all
my
just
stuff in a
gossip.
few places. The cave is too dangerous for me
Sooner or
alone.
later.
I want you to help me with it.
That's been known a long time.
Let's visit the cave.
Come with me.
You don't have to tell me that.
He never would have thought of that himself.
All right, friend. Here's the cave. And here's a pick for you. I buried the stuff somewhere in there. X marks the spot. What are you waiting for? Go inside and get the stuff.
What about you then?
Someone has to guard our backs. And now, in you go.
Nichts zu holen. Da ist nichts zu holen. Nichts zu holen. Nichts zu plündern. Da ist nichts zu holen.
There's another of those gummy beasts. One less monster around.
Nichts zu plündern. Nichts zu holen. Nichts zu plündern.
I think I've found something.
What took you so long? Found anything yet?
Yes, I dug up a small bag of gold.
Give it here.
Here you are.
Great, so they're still there. You're not all that useless after all. Okay, listen. I've buried even more, and I want you to get it for me. Let's see. There's an islet in the small lake with the two waterfalls. One of my caches should be there. There are two more spots where I buried something further up, in the high pastures. One spot is behind the farm up there, and the other one's next to the entrance to the pass by the waterfalls. There are stairs leading down from the fields of the farmer up there to those of the landowner. There's another cache in the hollow where the stairs end. I'll wait for you at the crossroads by the landowner's fields. Don't fail me, you'll regret that, Buster.
Nichts zu plündern.
I'm staying out of it.
That's been known a long time.
Who are you?
I'm Orlan, the keeper of this here modest tavern. What are you looking for, stranger? Maybe a decent sword or a good piece of armor? A good swig from the country stills, or just some information? I can give you all that and more if your coins ring.
Do you know that fellow with the eye patch?
I've seen him here before. Nasty piece of work. Back then, he moved into one of my upstairs rooms, along with a huge crate. He had to be constantly nagged about paying the rent for his room. And even then, he took his own sweet time about it. Then, one day, he vanished, just like that, along with the crate. I don't want anything to do with the likes of him.
What kind of armor can you offer me?
I have here a very nice piece that is sure to please you.
That's all just gossip.
I'll think about it.
As you like,
Say that myself.
but don't wait too long.
You hardly know who to believe.
How much do you charge for a room?
Give me 50 gold coins for a week, and you can choose a room.
I couldn't care less.
Damned expensive.
Nothing.
Then you'll have to look elsewhere, my friend.
I'm staying out of it.
Show me your wares.
That's
If you can pay.
problem.
I couldn't get away with that.
That's really not my problem.
It had to happen sooner or later.
I'm no better off myself.
I used to say that myself.
That was obvious all along.
Can't rely on that.
That's really not my problem.
Can't rely on that.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
Can't rely on that.
That's really not my problem.
Things I could tell you.
That was obvious all along.
I'm staying out of it.
That's not what I heard.
That's no secret.
How's it going with your tavern?
Times have been better, you know? People's purses aren't as open as they used to be.
There's more, believe me.
That's been known a long time.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
Tell me you didn't know that.
Had to happen sooner or later.
That's
I'll never get this open without the right key. I'll never get this open without the right key.
that's not what I heard.
I've got no time for things like that.
Do you really believe that?
There's more, believe me.
Will it ever change?
Nobody wants to know.
You listen to the wrong people.
Is the beer any good here?
It's not exactly the
Been there,
best,
done
but
that.
in these bleak times, you can't be choosy.
There's nothing you can do about it.
What are you doing here?
Up until a few weeks ago, I was slaving away on the landowner's fields. One day it just got too much for me, and I took myself out of there straight away. Now I'm my own boss. Everything I own is in this chest here. That's all I need, too. Interested in a little contest?
You just have to listen.
What kind of a contest would that be?
I
It's all
call it
just
bottoms up. The rules are quite simple. We take turns ordering a tankard of the best beer the old geezer has to offer.
surprise
Every tankard has to be drunk dry so that it doesn't even leave a ring if you set it on the table upside down. The last man standing wins. The loser pays the tab and a steak. Well, how about it?
Maybe some other time, when I'm not in a hurry.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
Nobody wants to know.
Did anything else of interest happen?
Not that I know of.
Bad business.
Nobody tells me anything.
The things I could tell you.
Could I bet on someone else, though?
Certainly. If you finally manage to find someone with the guts to go up against me, then I'll bet with you. Everybody pays the same amount into a pot. The winner gets everything. The size of the stake depends on your purse. Bring me someone who dares to go up against me and you've got a bet.
That's really not my problem.
Same old thing all over
I've
again.
got somebody who wants to compete against you.
You listen to
Who
the
might
wrong
that
people.
be?
Randolph.
Randolph
idea,
the
you
Braggart.
tell me.
All right, why not? Send the wimp to me
telling
and the
you
deal
anything here.
stands. You can pick him up again no more than 2 days
idea,
later.
you tell me.
Who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky and he'll be able to stand by
see
then.
that.
How big is your bet?
It had to happen sooner or later.
That's been
Nothing.
a long
Then we
time.
might as well forget the whole thing.
That was no big deal.
That's been known a long time.
You just have to listen.
I'm not telling you anything new.
Hey, you!
Traveling so far from home, out here you have to be careful, especially when you're all by yourself.
What are you doing out here?
Well, the tavern is too expensive for me. That's why I settled here. The previous inhabitants don't seem to need it anymore.
Who used to live in this camp?
No idea. Probably some hunters. I suppose it got too dangerous for them out here.
Isn't it too dangerous out here?
Well, not if you can defend yourself. My crossbow has already proven to be of service many times,
It's not all that big.
but deadly if you know how to handle it. I used to have a bigger one. Unfortunately, I lost it. I ventured too far north into the mountains. There's a big stone circle there with a sacrificial altar. While I was hunting scavengers up there, these vile undead beings came out of the woods and attacked me. All I could do was run for my life. While I was running, the crossbow slipped from my hand. I bet it's still lying up there by that strange stone circle in the north.
Can you teach me something?
Before I teach you anything, you'll have to improve your dexterity.
I know nothing about picking locks. I know nothing about picking locks.
You're in for it now. Stop right there, you lowlife.
Yes! Run as fast as you can! Yes!
That's it for you. Not even any gold. I think I'll take your weapon.
I know nothing about picking locks.
Interessant. Da ist nichts zu holen.
Find me something. I need close combat weapons.
Find me.
Nichts zu holen. Nichts zu holen. ist nichts zu holen. Nichts zu holen.
One less monster around.
You've got a lot of space up here.
It's nice enough. But if you go through the pass back there, you won't think so much longer. If this little tract of land has impressed you, then wait till you see the Valley of Mines back there.
Who are you?
My name is Gon. I'm a hunter and work for Bengar, the farmer here on the high pastures. I spend most of my time here outside, basking in the sun.
What do I need to know about the Valley of Mines?
No idea. I've only taken a fleeting glance at the valley. Looked pretty dangerous. The best thing to do if you go there, through the pass, is to stay close to the beaten track. Either you take the way through the big gorge or the road over the stone bridge. That one is shorter and safer. Now that the orcs are roaming all over the place, you have to be a bit careful. I don't want to have to drag you to the Herb Witch.
Herb Witch?
Her name is Sagita, and she's the healer for the farmers and the other people who live outside the harbor city. A truly curious female. No one really likes going to her, and everybody enjoys gossiping about her. But if you're sick, you won't find better help than Sagita and her kitchen full of healing herbs. You'll find her in the strip of woods behind Sekob's farm.
Can you teach me about hunting?
No problem. For 100 gold coins, I can show you how to gut the animals you bring down. Pelts and other trophies bring a lot of money in the market.
How's the hunting?
The last animal I could bring down was a large rat. Not very encouraging and bad for business. For several days now, some kind of snorting beast has been roaming the area. It not only kills everything that moves, it also interferes with my work.
What does this dangerous beast look like?
I don't know exactly. Up to now, I mostly heard grunting and scratching. But I've seen what it can do. Even wolves aren't safe from it. The beast even bit the head off of one.
How much would you pay me if I killed that beast for you?
I'd give the person who killed it everything I could spare. 100 gold pieces.
Where does this scummy beast come from?
Somewhere from outside the woods. Maybe from the Valley of Mines, but I don't know for sure. I've never been to the Valley of Mines.
How's the hunting?
I can't complain.
Here, 100 gold coins for your expertise on gutting animals.
Thanks. Now you're talking.
What can you teach me?
That depends on what you want to know. The easiest thing to take from an animal are the teeth. You move your knife around the teeth in its mouth. Then you separate them from the skull with a skillful tug. That depends. The best way to remove the wings of a blood fly is with a blow from a sharp knife, very close to the fly's body. You have to watch out you don't damage the delicate tissue of the wings. They're worthless if you don't do it carefully. These flies have a soft spot on their backs. If you press there, the stinger will be squeezed out very far, and you can detach it with your knife. Animals don't like to give up their claws. You have to place your knife very precisely. Your hand should be slightly crossed, then you separate the claw with a powerful tug. Merchants are always eager to be paid in claws.
Put that weapon away!
Smart kid!
Da ist nichts zu plündern.
Die, you miserable
Stop right
bandit.
there, you lowlife!
You deserve that, lowlife.
What a silly bastard.
Stop right there, you...
I know nothing about picking locks.
Thank goodness. The bandits are done for. You have saved my life.
Who are you?
My name is Eldridge. I come from town.
Master Thorben told me that you had disappeared.
Those lowly scum dragged me off here and were keeping me prisoner.
Lots of people are missing in town.
I don't know anything about missing people. I can only tell you what happened to me.
What exactly happened to you?
I was on my way to the rendezvous I had set up with my girl. Her name is Lucia. We had been planning to get away to the mountains and away from the town and all those who lived there. I had just arrived at the meeting point when suddenly some of these bandits sprang out from the underbrush and captured us both. I put up a fight, of course, but to no avail. There were just too many of them. You didn't happen to see them?
What did the bandits want with you?
Sometimes I could overhear them at night. I didn't get everything, but I think they wanted to make us slaves.
Tell me about Lucia.
A girl from the harbor district. She used to work for that horrible Bromor. She's very pretty.
Where were they going to take you?
To a place somewhere here, on the island of Khorinis, but I think one can't get there without a ship. They brought me to a mooring place on the coast. Some pirates were camped out there. One of the bandits approached the pirates to negotiate. They were having a fierce argument. I think the bandit wanted the pirates to ferry him somewhere, along with me, but the pirates wouldn't have it. So the bandits withdrew, and we've been sitting around here ever since. They seemed to be rather at a loss, and then you came.
Pirates in Khorinis?
I don't know very much about them. I first clapped eyes on one of them at the mooring place. They always stay in the background. Every single one of them is a wanted criminal in Khorinis. They're afraid of the gallows. That's why you're never going to meet one of them in town.
Where's the pirates' mooring place?
Not far from the harbor of Khorinis. When you stand on the quay and look out to the sea, all you need to do is get a boat and go to the right along the coast. The first small bay you come across is the mooring place I was talking about.
Bromore says Lucia walked off with a golden dish.
Well, if Lucia really stole from Bromore, the bandits will certainly have taken the thing from her.
Where's Lucia now?
We parted ways at the big crossroads in front of Onar's farm. The bandits dragged Lucia off to the woods behind Sekop's farm. May Innos protect her.
I found a letter from your Lucia.
What? Give it here. No, I don't believe this. No, I just can't believe it. She just can't leave me behind like this. Take this letter back. I don't want it. I firmly believe that she's going to come back to me someday.
Did the bandits who held you captive receive a shipment of weapons?
Oh yes, so many that they could barely carry them. They took the whole caboodle and disappeared towards Sekop's farm.
You should get yourself back to town in a hurry.
What else would I be doing? I'm going straight back to my master Thorben. Will you go look for the bandits?
Well, yes, I think so.
If you find Lucia, get her safely back to town, will you?
I'll see what I can do.
Nichts zu plündern. Nichts zu holen.
Interessant.